Today we're going to learn how to create, use, and share documents using Google Documents or Google Drive. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to sign in at google.com. If you don't already have a Google account, you'll need to create one. You can create the account for free using this link, but we have one, so we're going to enter ours. And now once we're signed in, we're going to go up to the menu on the top here and go to Drive. We'll start at My Drive. You'll see when I go to My Drive, what My Drive is it's the space in the cloud, in Google's portion of the cloud, where you can save your documents and have them accessible from anywhere. You'll notice that you'll have the option to download Google Drive or install Google Drive for PC. Those options actually install a program on your PC that allows you to have an offline version of your things linked with the online cloud version of them, so that you can have access both when you're connected to the internet and also when you're just on your PC or laptop and you're not connected. You don't have to do this in order to use Google Drive and create documents. So for our purposes in this video, we're not going to do it. What we're going to do is in My Drive now, we're going to start by clicking this icon and creating a new folder. We'll just call it Folder 1. And we'll create. And now you'll see in My Drive, I have Folder 1 listed. I've got some options with that folder. I can open it, and of course the folder is now empty, so we'll go ahead and close that and go back to My Drive. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a document to place in this folder. So we'll go to this icon over here where it says Create, and we're going to go ahead and create a sample document. We're just going to give it some text. And you'll notice you'll have access to an array of editing tools in the Google Document Editor. There are many things you can do. You'll see all the different options up here in your menu. You can make things bold. You can change the color of text to something more readable than yellow. And you have all those different options, bullet points, tables. So without going through each item in the menu, you'll see them all located at the top of the screen. You'll notice something important. All changes are saved, and they're saved virtually immediately as you make them. So more changes, and you'll note that link up at the top that we just talked about. It says saving, and as soon as I'm done, it notes all changes are saved. And you can even see when the last edit was. You'll notice it was seconds ago. But those things are saved in real time, and so as we're going to talk about later, if you've shared this document with someone and they're working on it at the same time on their computer that you're working on yours, the changes they make are instantly seen by you, and the changes you make are instantly seen by them, which is a very nice feature. Now that we have created our document and know that the changes are saved, we can go ahead and close the document, which takes us back to Google Drive. Notice we haven't titled it, so we're going to click the checkbox by that document, which is going to give us some options up here. We can share it, and if we click Share, you'll notice this is what we get. We get a link, and if we make it public, here it says it's currently private. We can change that, and we can make it public to anyone. we can make it public to anyone who has that link, or we can leave it private. For now, we'll leave it private and say done. But we can share it, we can organize, we can delete it, we can preview, and we can do other options. Right now we're going to rename it. Let's call it just test document, which is better than untitled. And now that it's saved, it's in my drive, let's share it with some people. So in order to do that, again with the box checked, you'll notice the options go away if the box isn't checked. Go ahead and click share. And now this time what we're going to do is we're going to leave it private, so that setting is fine, but we're going to add people, and we're going to add people that have a Gmail address. So example2.cuw@gmail.com. This is going to email this person and let them know that they have become an editor, which means they can actually make changes to the document. You can change how you share the document to this person by making them a collaborator that can only view. They're technically not a collaborator then. That can only comment or can actually edit, and that would make them a collaborator that can actually change the document. We're gonna share it as a can edit to make sure that they can also collaborate, and that will ensure that they can make changes in the document. And since of course this isn't a real address, I can't share and save at this time, but this is the step you would go through. And if I could save this, what would happen is the other person that we've shared it with, when they log into their Google account after they get their email, they'll notice that if they go to their shared with me section of their Google Drive, they'll have a file, and you see I've already had something shared with this account called sample. They'll find your file there in the shared with me portion of their drive, and they'll be able to click on it and also make edits. And again, you'll notice the changes are automatically saved. And because of that, when you're finished working, you can simply close out the window in your browser, and it'll take you back to your shared with me folder, and you've shared, and you've collaborated with your documents.